Now in sports, in a dramatic 2026 World Cup qualifier on Tuesday, Zimbabwe held Nigeria to a 1-1 draw, effectively ending the Super Eagles' hope of reaching the tournament. Victor Osimhen put Nigeria ahead with a brilliant strike in the 74th minute, but Zimbabwe responded in the dying seconds of the match, equalizing in the 90th minute and leaving Nigeria with a bitter sense of disappointment. Now let's get expert insight on the Super Eagles' performance in the World Cup qualifiers. Sports analyst John Nkamiang joins me on the news. Thank you very much for your time. Now, the Super Eagles delivered a solid 2-0 victory against Rwanda, but struggled to secure a win against Zimbabwe, settling for a 1-1 draw. What key differences did you notice in their performances across both matches, and what does this say about the team's consistency and overall readiness for the World Cup qualifications?
Fans had expected that after the performance against Rwanda upper weekend, that yesterday's game was possibly supposed to be a walkover for the Super Eagles, coming out blazing, scoring goals. At least most Nigerians predicted nothing less than 2 to 3 goals in that game yesterday in favor of the Super Eagles. But sadly, what we saw was a sleeping Eagles rather than the Super Eagles. And this definitely has put a very big question mark as to the World Cup campaign, whether truly Nigeria's flag will be hoisted amongst the Committee of Nations in 2026 when the World Cup kicks off. Right now, we have once again put our fate in the hands of other teams. In typical fashion, we are mutating, hoping that one team will beat the other team, do us the favor of us amassing enough points not to even qualify from the group, sadly, because our South African counterparts, Bafana, seem to have consolidated on their leadership in C. And whether they would drop any point in the remaining 4 to 5 games is yet to be seen. So the big question is whether Nigeria can win the remaining 4 to 5 games to ensure that at least they close up the gap between Nigeria and South Africa, who currently are on top of Group C, and then be able to position themselves to play in the playoffs. Now, that is also a very dicey game because there are no guarantees as far as the playoffs are concerned, but at least it gives us a chance to keep our hope alive that we can play at the 2026 World Cup.
Well, sports analyst John Nkamiang, thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you.